breath. For one human being to love another, that is perhaps the most difficult of all of our tasks, the ultimate, the last test of proof, the work for which all other work is but preparation. Thank you, friends and family that have traveled to be here today in New York City to celebrate the union of Jennifer and Bryan, especially Bryan's family from North Carolina, friends from DC, and 3 intrepid young women that drove 20 hours from Kansas City to be here. We meet here in New York's iconic Central Park with the dramatic backdrop of Belvedere Castle, the site of one of Jen and Bryan's first dates, and a fitting location for such a momentous day. This occasion not only marks the beginning of their marriage commitment together, but is a commemoration of the love nurtured and shared between these two. Together they embark today on a new life together, built on the foundations of trust, compassion, and mutual respect. Jen? As I'm sure most of you know, I'm Jen's younger brother. I've known Jen longer than almost anyone else on earth. And over all these years, there's been one constant truth about Jen. She has a really big heart. A heart that's open, accepting, caring, laughing, and loving. A heart that's too big to only share with her fellow human beings. It spills over into all creatures, big and small. If you know Jen, then you've pet a dog, you've snuggled a cat, or you've been emailed some weird, fluffy cat video with the subject line that says something like, "I can't, I just cannot." I've also seen that it's not always easy to have a heart that big. A heart like this needs to be protected and fortified. It's fragile. Fortunately, Jen has been able to create the ultimate scaffold on which to rest a weary heart, her sense of humor. Jen gets it. She gets everything. She gets that life, with all of its blundering awkwardness, is laid out before us for our own amusement, and an opportunity for laughter is never to be squandered. This is not so much the expense of others, but rather reveling in the absurdity of this ridiculous slow-motion wipeout that we all experience as life. Laughing with Jen is living with Jen. Bryan, I've known you for less time, but in the time we spent together, I've learned that Bryan is a kind and gentle soul, contrasted against his rather intimidating physique. I'm sure there are lots of things that attracted Jen to him, but Bryan first caught Jen's eye when he out-burpeed everyone at a gym event. But I'm sure some of the deeper reasons for their connection stem from Bryan's roots. He grew up on a 300-acre farm in Jacksonville, North Carolina, that has been in this family for 5 generations. Bryan is bound strongly to this earth. He loves craft beer, football, and deadlifting 525 pounds. But also listens to the soundtrack of the movie Frozen while zooming around on his motorcycle. The fact that Bryan once went shopping at the grocery store in his bathrobe suggests that he will provide just the right amount of absurdity that Jen needs in her life. She can't. But it's obvious that he cares deeply for Jen. A fact made evident during the time we spent together a little over a year ago, while enduring one of the saddest moments of any daughter's life, saying goodbye to her dad. I watched Bryan give Jen comfort and space, support and relief, and the room to experience the loss of our father in the way that she needed to. Love, it has been noted, is the reason we live. As Carl Sagan said, the world is so exquisite with so much love and moral depth. We should remain grateful every day for the brief but magnificent opportunity that life provides. The sum of all our evolution, our thinking, and our accomplishments is love. As we celebrate this bond of unity today, it is important that we keep in mind that, while this is certainly an occasion of tremendous joy, the promises we witness here today are a commitment. It is with simultaneous feelings of elation and expressions of respect that we proceed. So if there is anyone in attendance who has cause to believe that this couple should not be joined in marriage, you may speak now or forever hold your peace. I had to do it. At this time, before proceeding with the bonding ceremony, I would invite the couple to share their vows. Bryan, would you deliver yours first?
Today I take you as my wife. I love you now as I've always loved you and always will.
Now, Jennifer?
Today I take you as my husband. I love you now as I've always loved you and always will love you.
Forward. Jen and Bryan, please join hands. Jennifer, do you take Bryan as your cherished husband in front of these witnesses and promise to stay by his side through sickness and health, joy and sorrow, as long as you both shall live? Bryan, do you take Jennifer as your cherished wife in front of these witnesses and promise to stay by her side through sickness and health, joy and sorrow, so long as you both shall live? Come forward, Abby. These are Jen's nieces, Abby. The wedding rings perfectly symbolize the love you two have for each other. By exchanging these rings, you solidify a lifelong commitment to one another. The rings serve as a welcome and constant reminder of the bond you formed with your partner. Please repeat after me. I, Jennifer Ann, give you, Bryan Joseph, this ring as a symbol
This ring is a symbol
of my enduring love.
enduring.
Leave it there. A little more. Just as the circle of the ring completes itself. A little more to repeat. Just as the circle of the ring completes itself.
Just as the circle of the ring completes itself.
So you complete me.
So you complete me.
I, Bryan Joseph,
I, Bryan Joseph,
give you, Jennifer Ann, this ring
give you, Jennifer Ann, this ring
as a symbol of my enduring love.
as a symbol of my enduring love.
Just as the circle of the ring completes itself, so you complete me.
Just as the circle of the ring completes itself, you complete me.
Jennifer and Bryan, by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church. It's true, I am a minister. In the state of New York, I am pleased to pronounce you wife and husband, sealed together today, both in law and in love. Bryan, you may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the privilege of presenting for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Bryan Joseph and Jennifer Ann Bullock.